Anxiety is a normal part of life, but when it becomes overwhelming and interferes with your daily functioning, it might be a sign of a more serious condition. So, how can you know if you have generalized anxiety disorder? Let's find out. Here are 17 things to look for. Excessive worry. Generalized anxiety disorder is characterized by persistent and excessive worry about various aspects of life, such as work, relationships, health, or everyday situations. This worry often feels uncontrollable, and individuals may find it difficult to stop or dismiss their anxious thoughts. Restlessness and irritability. If you often feel restless, on edge, or easily irritated, it could be a sign of generalized anxiety disorder. People with this condition may have difficulty relaxing or finding peace of mind even when there is no immediate threat or danger. Physical symptoms. Anxiety does not just affect your mind. It can also manifest in physical symptoms. Some common physical signs of generalized anxiety disorder include muscle tension, headaches, stomach aches, fatigue, and difficulty sleeping. These symptoms can further contribute to the overall distress experienced by individuals with anxiety disorder. Difficulty concentrating. One of the challenges faced by people with generalized anxiety disorder is maintaining focus and concentration. Racing thoughts and constant worry can make it hard to concentrate on tasks, leading to decreased productivity and feelings of frustration. Excessive self-doubt. People with generalized anxiety disorder often struggle with excessive self-doubt and a constant need for reassurance. They may seek validation and repeatedly question their abilities or decisions, fearing that they have made mistakes or that something bad will happen. Avoidance behaviors. To cope with their anxiety, people with generalized anxiety disorder may develop avoidance behaviors. They may avoid situations or activities that trigger their anxiety, leading to limitations in their personal and professional lives. These behaviors can contribute to the cycle of anxiety and further reinforce the disorder. Impact on relationships. Generalized anxiety disorder can take a toll on relationships. Excessive worry, irritability, and difficulty expressing yourself can strain personal connections and lead to misunderstandings. It's very important to communicate openly with your loved ones about your anxiety and seek their support. Duration and frequency. One major factor in diagnosing generalized anxiety disorder is the duration and the frequency of your symptoms. These symptoms typically persist for at least 6 months and occur on most days during this period. So if you've been experiencing these symptoms consistently, it's very crucial that you consult a healthcare professional. Catastrophic thinking. People with generalized anxiety disorder often engage in catastrophic thinking. They imagine the worst-case scenarios and constantly worry about potential negative outcomes, even if they are very unlikely. This excessive worry can be exhausting and significantly impact your overall well-being. Perfectionism. Striving for perfection is a common trait among people who have generalized anxiety disorder. They place immense pressure on themselves to meet unrealistic standards because they are very afraid of failure or criticism. This perfectionism can lead to excessive self-criticism and a constant feeling of never being good enough. Physical sensitivity. Anxiety disorder can heighten physical sensitivity, and you may experience very exaggerated reactions to normal things such as noise, light, or touch. This heightened sensitivity can contribute to feelings of overwhelm and discomfort in everyday environments. Sleep disturbances. Sleep disturbances are extremely common for people who have generalized anxiety disorder. You may struggle with things like falling asleep, staying asleep, or you may experience restless and unrefreshing sleep. Insomnia and anxiety often feed into each other, creating a cycle that can be difficult to break. Social anxiety. Generalized anxiety disorder often coexists with social anxiety. You may experience intense fear and anxiety in social situations, worrying about being judged, embarrassed, or humiliated. This can lead to avoidance of social gatherings or interactions altogether, which in the end just makes your anxiety even worse. Chronic indecisiveness. People with generalized anxiety disorder often have trouble making decisions. You may be afraid of making the wrong choices, which can be paralyzing. This indecisiveness can extend to even the simplest decisions, causing frustration and perpetuating your anxiety. Physical health concerns. Generalized anxiety disorder can manifest as physical health concerns, even in the absence of any medical condition. You may become hyper-focused on bodily sensations, constantly worry about your health, and seek reassurance from medical professionals that you are okay. Emotional roller coaster. Generalized anxiety disorder can lead to heightened emotional sensitivity and frequent mood swings. You may experience intense periods of fear, sadness, anger, or irritability. These emotional fluctuations can be very overwhelming and affect your overall quality of life. And finally, impact on self-care. Anxiety can significantly impact your self-care routines. You may struggle to prioritize your own well-being, and you may neglect things like exercise, healthy eating, or engaging in hobbies that you once enjoyed. This neglect can even further contribute to your anxiety. Remember, this video is not a substitute for professional advice. If you relate to the symptoms mentioned in this video, or you suspect that you may have generalized anxiety disorder, please reach out to a mental health professional. They can help you understand your situation better and guide you towards appropriate treatment options.